Today, most consumers simply turn on the tap, fill their coffee pot for brewing, and go on with their day without thinking about how clean and safe their water is. In most cities and towns, they receive a water bill at the end of the month. They just pay the bill and don't think much more about it. But for well owners or those on a community well, this isn't quite the case. According to the USGS, more than 40 million people in the United States rely on a domestic well for their drinking water supply. In this type of system, a pump pulls water from underground, which can then be filtered and treated and finally distributed to the properties. Some may think of this water as being more natural and healthy, but in order for that to be the case, these systems need to be regularly inspected, tested, and maintained. In the case of private household wells, all the responsibility falls to the owner. Let's take a quick look at concepts involved with healthy potable water. We'll look at pH, water hardness, mineral content, and bacterial contamination. pH is a scale used to specify acidity on one end and alkalinity on the other end. pH is also sometimes referred to as water alkalinity. Everything has a pH, and for something to be healthy to humans, it should have a balanced pH. This is generally thought of as being between 6.5 and 8.5. This is also what the EPA recommends for well water. Water that has a low pH is too acidic and can corrode pipes. Too much alkaline in water can also cause physical damage to plumbing systems. An imbalanced pH often indicates an imbalanced mineral content, which is our second classification. Water hardness is a term used to describe the quality of water. When the concentration of certain minerals is too high, it can affect the feel of the water, cause poor taste, and even rust the plumbing. As I mentioned, the imbalance of minerals is closely linked to the water's pH. And while it's not bad for humans per se, heavy mineral content can affect plumbing, potentially allowing for leaching of other things into your water that are indeed unhealthy. These would be contaminants. Contaminants are things that simply should not be in your water. These would be things like bacteria, organic matter, or other toxins that can make your drinking water unhealthy. These are usually the result of a failure in the water system, caused from a lack of testing, inspection, and maintenance over time. These concepts are all related, and healthy well water should be balanced. If a homeowner's water is too acidic or alkaline, there's most likely an imbalance of the minerals in the water. Filters and mineral supplements can be added to a home's water, and these systems are often quite affordable. Treated water can be healthier for those drinking it, and it extends the life of the plumbing system. The treatment and purification process begins with testing. By consistent testing, a homeowner can develop a record and perform repairs and maintenance as required. To keep your well water safer, the EPA recommends testing for coliform bacteria every year and testing for other contaminants every 3 to 5 years. But if you notice a change in your water quality or you've had some recent well repairs done, you should perform a well test. That way, you'll keep the well water safe and healthy.